Welcome. This is to prepare you for test 4-1 PreAP. So what do you need to know in order to be successful? You need to know something called constant proportionality. So the graph shows the proportional relationship between the number of movies. Highlighter. No, let's do clicker pen. Number of movies and the downloaded time. This is the x-axis. This is the y-axis. What is the constant proportionality? You do not need to memorize this formula. You'll be given a purple math chart for your test. So you just have to make sure you understand constant proportionality means k equal y divided by x. So we need a y and an x. So which point do you choose to use? I could use the first point, second point. You know what? I'm going to use this third point. You may say, but why? Look at this. This is a 12, and this is an 8. I'd rather use numbers that are easier to work with. So I'm going to replace the y with 12. I'm going to replace the x with 8. What is 12 divided by 8? Well, let's find out. 8 goes in 12 one time. 12 minus 8 is 4. How do I get rid of this remainder? I annex a 0, bring down the 0. How many 8s go in 40? 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. 5 times. So it's 1.5. But what does that mean, 1.5? It means it takes 1.5 minutes to download per movie. 1.5 minutes to download each movie. So 1.5 minutes to download one movie, 3 minutes to download 2 movies, 4.5 minutes to download 3 movies. So do I have to use this point? What if I chosen this one? I could have done 4.5 divided by 3. 7.5 divided by 5. So constant proportionality means y divided by x. So what else do you need to know? You need to know rate of change, per. You've got to understand the word per. Zach tracks his community service hours for Boy Scout. Last month, he provided 4.5 hours of service per week. Per means every week, each week, every 1 week. He provides 4.5 hours of volunteer. I know my nephew does it. He helped for Toys for Tot. So in the 0 weeks, he hasn't started. He volunteered 0 hours. In the first week, he volunteered 4.5 hours. In 2 weeks, so we could do 4.5 plus 4.5 is 9, or you could just multiply by 4.5. In the third week, he volunteered another 4.5 on top of the 9, so it's 13.5. And then on the fourth week, at the same time, how do you jump it from 2 weeks to 4 weeks? Double it, so that's 18. So does this show an additive or multiplicative relationship? It's multiplying relationship, because to turn the weeks to service hours, to turn a 1 to 4.5, to 2 to a 9, a 3 to 13.5, and 4 to 18, you have to multiply by 4.5. And what does 4.5 mean again? 4.5 hours per week. Write an algebraic equation to represent the constant rate of change as shown in the table. H equals 4.5W. Some of you may have written it as y equal 4.5x. You really need to use the variables they gave you, because this is x, this is y. So replace the x with, so I'm going to erase this. Replace the x with week, so it's 4.5 times a week, and replace the x with y with h, and so 4.5 times the number of weeks equals hour. And by the end of the week 5, so here's week 5 right here, he recorded a total of 25 service hours. Does this rate remain constant in week 5? Let's see. In week 5, if you multiply times 4.5 times the number of weeks is 5 weeks. 5 times 5 is 25, carry the 2. 5 times 4 is 20, plus 2 is 22, and 5/10. Is it correct? No, because it should have been 22 and 5/10, not 25 service hour. So the next thing you need to know is y-intercept form. Slope-intercept form. It's in the form of y equal mx plus b. You don't really have to know what m b is. You just have to understand how to write it as y equal blank x plus blank. So you are going to order pizza from Pizza Hut. From previous orders, you know that a cheese pizza costs $10. So you start with $10. Then each topping costs $2. Does that mean it costs $2 per topping? So does it really mean $2 per topping? Oh, per again. I think the relationship is 2x right there. So in here it's y equal, you paid a $10 pizza plus 2 times the topping, and let's use topping as x, or y equal 10 plus 2x, or y equal 2x plus 10. 2 times the topping plus 10. So what happens if I put 0 topping in my pizza? I just pay for the cheese pizza $10. What happens if I get 1 topping? $10 plus that 1 topping, which is $2, is $12. So what if I have 2 toppings? $10 for the pizza plus 2 toppings, 2 is 4, that's 14. What happens if I pay for 3 toppings? I have $10 for the pizza plus 3 toppings, each topping costs $2, so that's $16. And last but not least, if I have 4 toppings, $10 for the cheese pizza, 4 times 4 toppings, and each topping costs $2, that's $18. So we are going to graph this table. So x is the number of toppings, cost is the y, so x, y. Notice I label the side of it. You're not going to have to do that on a test, but it's very important that you do know that you're supposed to label it. So 0 topping costs $10, 1 topping costs $12, 2 topping costs $14, 3 costs $16, 4 costs $18, and 5 costs $20. Do I connect the dot? Again, you don't have to know that currently at your grade level. I'm not, because you're not going to pay for half of a topping. That doesn't make sense. So I already have the equation here, y equal 2x plus 10. And last but not least, you are going to be given graphs, or maybe a table, either one. Can you create an equation in the form of y equal blank x plus blank from it? So let's look at this. So here's my graph. I made a table, as you can tell. If you don't like working with negative numbers, we'll start with positive numbers. So I start at 0, origin. It goes to 3, x, y. This, what's the next clean point? Let's see, right here, 1, 6. What's the next clean point? It's here, 2, 9. What is the relationship here? Every time x increases by 1, y goes up by 3. So that means it's going to be y equal 3x. So every time it goes up by an x, the y increases by 3. So that's why it's 3x's. Plus, what is the starting point? If I replace this x with 0, 3 groups of 0 is 0, plus, it says it's a 3 right there. Y is a 3. What do I add to 0 to get 3? 3. That's why it's 3x plus 3. Let's check our work. Let's make sure this works. 3x plus 3. If x is 2, what's 3 groups of 2? 6. Plus 3 is 9. It works. Let's try negative 1. If I replace the x with negative 1, 3 groups of negative 1 is negative 3. Plus 3 is 0. It works. So 3x plus 3. So the way I do it is I see the change, the rate of change. Every time x increases by 1, y increases by 3x's. So 3 increases by 3. That's why it's 3x. So at the starting point at 0, it starts at 3x plus 3. All right, that is what you need to know for your test. Good luck, guys, on your test 4.